It's okay.
Well, okay.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry about the...
Did you record? Yeah, okay. Hi.
Yes, sorry about the slight technical difficulty caused by yours truly by adding an extra digit to the ID Zoom number. Well, Daniel here is special. That's why I added some special ingredients for him.
So, good evening in Asia, around the world. Good morning in the United States. And afternoon, good afternoon in Europe.
Yeah. Well, welcome you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And we are very much honored to have here with us this morning, Daniel Laugan or Laugan?
Laugan, yeah.
Laugan, okay. Okay. Yeah. For a while, I thought it was Logan. And then I looked, oh, it's not, it's Laugan. Anyway, good morning. So, Daniel, tell us something about yourself. Okay, now I know you're TE and COE1, and you know, what's up? Tell us about your background and where you grew up and all that first.
Okay, well, I grew up in a traditional Chinese Filipino family. And I took up business management at an early age. My parents already somewhat exposed me to the idea of being in business. So I had a business background growing up because I saw my parents, building their traditional family business, and somehow, I kind of saw because my parents were able to provide a good life for me. So I kind of knew that if I wanted that kind of life, it comes with a hefty price tag that I really have to work hard for it. But I think one of the good things being exposed at an early age is I already knew that there was no such thing as an easy free lunch, that I had to, work for it. And I saw the life that my parents had, and they didn't have it easy. So, I was on the lookout for an opportunity that can give me a good life minus the hassle and headache of a traditional business.
Mm-hmm. So you have been forewarned, right? What's coming when you go into business, essentially.
Yeah, somewhat. Yep.
So did you attend college and all that? Since you're traditional Chinese family, with Chinese, you must go to college. Otherwise, the parents will lose face.
Exactly.
That's very important.
Yes. So I went to the top university in the Philippines, and I actually took up my MBA in the Philippines as well. But I figured having an MBA in Nu Skin sounds better, which is a massive bank account.
Yeah. How did you meet Nu Skin? Tell us your story.
Well, actually, the person that brought me to Nu Skin is the one and only Sandy Martinez. Okay, I met Sandy. Yes. I met Sandy and Lisa in a restaurant. And Sandy talks to he has this 3-foot rule that he talks to anybody within 3 feet of him, right? So it just so happened that I bumped into him, and he talked to me. He told me if I was interested in doing something part-time. And it just so happened Lisa was eating with him, and Lisa got my number. And I was, the rest is history, I guess. I was shown the business right then. And I was shown the business, I think, a few days after. And that was how I was introduced to Nu Skin. So you never know. The next person you meet could be your next presidential director, could be your next $1 million circle member. So you should never, underestimate, or should I say, you'll never know. I mean, that one person could be the person that changes your business, right? So I always say that always believe in the power of that one meeting and one person to change your life.
So now, in that case, you must be different from others. After your first meeting with Lisa, you joined?
Well, I was initially, you know, I think like everybody here, I was initially very skeptical. I was very
Yes.
negative. I used to think that people who were doing new skin were people who were uneducated, people who were jobless, people who were desperate. But when I went to the presentation, I saw that a lot of the people doing the business were Chinese. A lot of the people doing the business were smart people. A lot of the people doing the business were educated people. So it kind of made me think, like, if this business is for losers, how come it attracts a lot of good people? How come it attracts a lot of smart people, people who have stellar careers in corporate? There must be something good in this business that those people saw. That's why they did the business. So the thing that's going back and forth in my mind is, it's either there's something wrong with all of these smart and credible people, or there's something wrong with me. So I realized after looking at the presentation and upon close investigation, I realized that, you know, there was something wrong with me. That's why I decided to really study the business, and I decided to jump in.
Very good. Well, thank you for realizing that your uplines are brilliant people.
I mean, of course.
Great.
You have to be, you know.
I hope that includes us.
Wow.
Okay, now, I think you said that you started Nu Skin when you were 20?
Yeah.
You were still in college then?
Actually, you know, with what you said a while ago, you can't argue with $20 million, right? So I just listen to people with results. So I can't argue with, it's hard to debate with people that have $20 million. So there. Well, I guess, what was the question again?
No. Well, how were you in college when you start Nu Skin?
Yeah, actually, I was about to graduate college. I was really exploring. And of course, I had people older than me that are already working. So I was kind of like asking them, like, what's going on? What happens after college? And they say that it's like school, but instead of getting allowance, you get a paycheck. Instead of having a teacher, you have a boss.
Right.
Instead of wearing your school uniform, you have a company uniform. You time in, you time out. You can't be late. So it's like school. You have an assignment. When you get older, you have work task. So I figured it's like, so why would I'm sick and tired of going to school. So why would I've been in college for like 4 years. Why would I spend another 40 years of college and reporting to I'm sick and tired of reporting to a teacher. So why would I spend 40 years reporting to a boss again? So it's like, it's like a cycle. So, I was really exploring. And I think the fact that my parents, didn't give me any dole outs, no freebies. Like they said, after college, you're going to be on your own. We're going to cut your credit card. You have to buy your car. So, that prompted me to actually, it's like sink or swim, eat or be eaten. So I guess that's the case.
Wow. I love it.
Oh, your parents are tough. Normally, Chinese parents, oh, you want this? Yes, we'll buy it. You need this? Yes, we'll buy it. Well, at least we did it to our kids.
No, not that bad.
Yeah, but we didn't cut their credit card.
No, we didn't cut the credit card. But they have everything their own credit card now. Not, yeah.
Well,
okay.
They are 40 years old. I hope so.
I know. Okay.
But anyway, so you started in college. Who would you recruit? You're so young at that time.
Well, that's what the older people thought. But, I always think that if you really want to succeed, you have to turn a disadvantage to an advantage. You have to turn a perceived weakness into a strength. So I figured, I could be young, but, I meet a lot of people. I'm in school. Like I have eight classes in a day, and I have 40 classmates in every class. So 40 classmates times 8 is 320 people. And I just need 12 to become successful. So yeah, you can be older, but I know more people. And you're older and you have less energy. I'm younger. I have more energy, so I can outwork older people, right?
Yeah.
And when you're young, you don't sleep. It's like you can get by with 2 to 3 hours of sleep. So I figured if the older people need to sleep and rest, I don't need to sleep. So I can just, basically run over the old people and beat them at their own game. So I figured my youth, my energy, I will use that to my advantage. Plus, I studied in a good school. So, most of the people in my school, like 90%, drive their own cars. So they can afford the products. And a lot of the people in my school are like me. They are exploring options. They come from families that, it's more of like talking to them, understanding them. We have the same pain, same struggles. I'm telling them, what are you going to do when you graduate? And they tell me, I don't know. I don't have any idea. Maybe work in the family business. And I tell them, you know what? In your family business, your boss is going to be your dad. If you hate the idea of having a boss, imagine living in the same house as your boss, which is your dad. And basically, the company will never be yours, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but not only that, you cannot fire your boss if he's your dad.
Exactly. So
It'll
you'll
be very
forever,
difficult.
Yeah. So you'll be second fiddle forever. You'll always be Tonto to your dad's Lone Ranger. So you can't call the shots. So when will you start wearing the pants, right? When will you be being in charge? So, that idea resonated with some of my friends like Marlon, like some of my, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's time to be our own boss. Yeah, exactly. So I guess I think when you don't focus on your goal, you automatically think of obstacles, right? But when you are dead serious with your goal and you know what you want in your life, weaknesses can actually become advantages.
So I guess most of the classmates, just like you, look at the situation that, the family business waiting for them and it doesn't look too appetizing. That kind of lifestyle their parents have, running the business. And so why they start looking elsewhere? Does it sound okay? I mean, that's what the situation is.
Yeah, because most of the people that study in our school are products of our children of expats, our children of successful corporate people. A lot of them are children of successful Chinese immigrants. So they see their parents really grind. And I'm telling them, you know what? You like that kind of life? I'm going to offer you an alternative kind of lifestyle. And to be honest, we were like a gang, I would tell them like, you don't want to go to school? Let's just earn money. Don't go to school anymore. Don't go to class. I mean, you're not even listening in class. So let's just cut class.
Parents would have killed you.
That's bad influence, Daniel.
That's what? At the end of the day, I'm just helping these kids make a living. All right. I mean, I'm telling them, you're not listening in class, right? You're spaced out. You're not interested. So, just come to New Skin. New Skin is fun. You meet a lot of friends. Good environment, right? And, why would you listen to your teacher? You make more than your teacher. You have a chance to make more than your teacher in New Skin. So why would you listen to your teacher, right? The one teaching accounting doesn't have money. So I was telling my friends, I make more than your teacher because when I graduated college, I was a Ruby executive already. So I was telling my dominants, hey, I'm making more than your teacher. So you'd rather listen to me because I'm teaching you real life. your teacher is teaching you theory. So there. So, you know, I was able to recruit a lot of people in school because a lot of them didn't want to go to class. They'd rather go to Nu Skin.
Well, one more thing is Nu Skin's upline, they don't have a ruler looking for you to hit you, right? In school, the headmaster will come after you if you don't listen.
Yep.
Much more fun than Nu Skin. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's much more relaxed and more enjoyable than, you know, you do this or else, you know. Yeah. That's interesting. So you were Ruby by the time you graduate, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. We didn't know that.
I know. This is good.
Silent waters run deep.
Huh?
Silent waters run deep.
Oh.
I know. I know. Okay. So,
okay, now you saw your parents' business, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about, you know, their lifestyle, and that's why you look at it? No, thank you.
Well,
how hard they had to work.
I saw my dad work really hard. You know, my grandmother was from China, so you know, couldn't speak the language. So my dad really had to, you know, I really saw my dad like start from scratch. And basically my whole childhood, he was not there. He was absent. So I grew up very disconnected. I grew up very rebellious, you know, because he was never there. Like, you know, to be fair, he was able to provide a good future, but he was absentee most of the time because he was very busy building the business. So growing up, I saw that kind of life, even though it was able to provide a good future for me. I saw that, you know, I wanted to spend time with my family. I wanted to be able to enjoy, because I feel that money is important, but relationships are equally important, right? Because if you compromise relationships at the expense of livelihood, I don't think it's worth it, right? But for most Chinese families, they prioritize finances first over relationships, over spending time with the family. And I knew that, you know, to be able to afford the kind of lifestyle that my parents gave me, I don't think it's impossible with just a job. Because, you know, the minimum wage in the Philippines is a joke. So, you know, I don't think I can pay for my gas. I don't think I can pay for my cell phone bills. And, you know, when you grow up and you're used to all these comforts, it's hard to downgrade, right? So at a young age, my dad was always telling me that you have to find a way to be able to maintain the lifestyle I'm giving you. Because if you are unable to maintain the lifestyle I'm giving you, or you downgrade from the lifestyle I gave you, then you just wasted your education. So, you know, I was really thinking like, I really have to improve on what my parents gave me to show them that, you know, all their sacrifice was worth it. Right? Because I think as parents, you know, nothing pains them more when they see their children unsuccessful or amount to nothing. I think you know what I mean in Chinese culture, like you lose face, right? So I really want to honor my parents, to show them that I can become successful. So I saw Nu Skin as a way to be able to do that. But at the same time, not miss out on the important things like family, spending time, because I think this is very important too.
Yeah, I guess whatever you do, you know, whether it's Nu Skin or your family business, there's a price to pay. Except that, you know, with Nu Skin, the price is much worthwhile than your traditional business, because, like you said, your dad is an absentee father. Do you really want that?
Yeah.
You know, when you start a family.
I think probably last generations, because we're all first generation immigrant, And then we just really, well, like the finance, have to keep the family, be able to survive.
Well, they want to make sure the kids have
a good schooling and all that.
Schooling, good life, except that they didn't realize what they're doing is sort of.
I think people didn't care. Do not realize how important the family relationship.
Right. The emphasis is on making a living, feeding the family, making sure you survive.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's what the first generation people would do. Make sure, there's enough food on the table, there's a roof over their heads. So, and that's why most parents encourage, at least here, their children to go to what? Engineering school or medical school, because those are the areas that you can find a job more easily. For example, a history major. What kind of a job would you get, right? Yeah. So with engineering, it's much simpler, and I guess that's why.
Wow.
We fell into the same.
Yeah, we fell into the same
kind of thinking. But anyway, very good. You have a different line of thinking.
Okay.
At such a young age too. This is disgusting.
I know, you're so young. Okay, so now. What do you think is most important in doing the Nu Skin business?
I think there are a lot of things that are very important in Nu Skin, but I think one of the things, if I can share, is commitment to your goal. I think that is the most important thing. But I assuming, let's get hard work out of the way, because I think hard work is basic. We don't need to talk about hard work, because if you don't work hard, you don't deserve to eat, or you don't deserve a place at the table. So, but I think one of the things that if I can emphasize is commitment to your goal, because your goal will be tested. Your fortitude will be tested multiple times. Adversity will come your way, but it is sticking to the plan despite circumstances changing or things not going in your favor. It's being an expert sailor. The absence of waves, the absence of winds does not make you a good sailor. But it's actually navigating the ocean through rough currents, adjusting your sails with the wind is what makes you a good sailor. So I think commitment to your goal, decisiveness, because I think there is no shortage of good people who do Nu Skin, but there is a shortage of people who decide to do Nu Skin and stick to that goal and commit to that goal no matter what. So I think that's it.
Excellent. Right? Yeah. Well, now we can see why you're so successful. I mean, very good.
Not yet. I haven't made my $20 million. So.
Okay. Wow, you're young.
Hey, you got plenty of time to do that yet.
So how many years are you in Nu Skin now?
I am in Nu Skin 18 years.
18 years. Wow.
Yep. So I'm an old dog in Nu Skin.
No.
He started so early.
You look so young. Oh,
you're
my
still
God.
young.
I was thinking you look like, I was thinking, okay, 20, you joined Nu Skin. So maybe right now you're like 28, 30 at most. Wow.
I'm 38.
38.
So, oh, gee. Oh.
I know.
Half as young as I am.
Yeah, half as young as he is. So he's young too, right?
Half of my life is in Nu Skin already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's very interesting. Now, earlier you had said that COVID has hit the Philippines, right? How has that affected your business?
I think I can say that leadership is like toothpaste. You see, imagine your toothpaste. Example, this is your toothpaste and you squeeze it. What comes out is who you really are. So I can say that this COVID situation is actually a good acid test or a litmus test on leadership, because we all know that leadership, cream rises to the top, and adversity, pressure creates leadership moments, create opportunities for you to rise up as a leader. So I'm not being insensitive to the situation. I know that this is really a challenging time for a lot of people, but I think that for leaders, for entrepreneurs, for champions, this is a perfect time for them to showcase what they're truly made of. Because, I think that you cannot, I mean, I'm not discounting the fact that this is really a worldwide tragedy, but you cannot use COVID as an excuse for not succeeding or not being able to push through with your life. Because, I think 10, 20 years from now, our children, our grandchildren will ask us, what happened during 2020? Are you the type of person that's going to justify or make an excuse? Oh, that was the tough year and we just rolled over and died. We were just having this victim mentality. Or are you the type of person that's gonna tell your children and grandchildren that, you know what, I made my fortune during the time of COVID because that's when I became a leader. That's when I took charge. That's when I showcased my leadership. That's when I took action. So I honestly believe that crisis opportunities is a perfect situation for you to grow, to mature, to mold yourself. So in our case, COVID is a good time for us to be able to pivot, to adjust. A lot of the people in the people that I work with, a lot of the leaders were able to transition their business to online because that's the nature of business. Problem solving, navigating through solutions. So I guess, COVID is tough, but new skin people are tougher.
Very good.
I like that.
Yeah.
New skin are tougher. New skin are tougher.
Well, I guess that's true. I mean, I deliberately asked this question to all our guests. Okay, how has COVID affected you? And the answer is, well, we make changes, right? COVID may be a tough situation, but we make changes, we make adjustments, and we manage to thrive. I mean, that sounds horrible that, COVID hit and you guys are jumping with joy, but well, that's what most of us did. I mean, we changed our way of doing the business and we're okay. So that adds more to why you need to do new skin. You can make adjustments. If you have a store, when the lockdown comes, what can you do?
Yeah, the conventional business is just doesn't work. Have to survive. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
It will take more than COVID to bring new skin people down.
Yeah.
Well, especially those determined ones.
Yeah, new skin people are a tough bunch.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So, okay. You ask him then?
Oh, well, okay. As an entrepreneur, what has Nu Skin brought you that is most satisfying?
I think the opportunity to work with people. I think that is the most gratifying because rarely do you find a business that has a chance to impact the lives of so many people. Because, example, in our family business, we make money. I know a lot of friends that make money, but Nu Skin is a unique business wherein you have a chance to contribute to a lot of people, to impact the lives of people. And for me, one of the greatest blessings of the Nu Skin business is being able to work with people, because working with people allows you to grow, handling people allows you to grow as a person, because people will not follow you if you're not a leader, right? So I guess it's vice versa, because of course you need people to grow your organization, but to grow yourself, you need difficult people. And I guess that experience of handling a lot of difficult people has changed me to become a better leader. So I think the most satisfying for me is being able to grow myself as a leader, impacting the lives of people, and the friendship, and being able to work with a lot of people is an experience I will never forget. And I think that's what makes New Skin a unique business, is because we are a family, right?
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you have heard that New Skin is a relationship business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? And in order to build relationships, you have to be able to handle, or not handle, but connect with other people.
Correct.
If you cannot do that, you're in trouble in New Skin, for that matter.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good. Okay. So can you imagine if you didn't get into the New Skin business at this point in time? What would you be? What kind of situation would you be in?
Yeah, if you never met New Skin, right, or you didn't get in, go and help his dad.
You know what? If I did not see New Skin, I will not be as happy. Look at my face. I'm happy. I'm excited at 9:40 p.m. That's what New Skin does to you, right? New Skin is a wonderful business. It gives me great joy, great happiness, great excitement, because I know every day I'm here, I get closer to my goal. Every person I work with, I know I am helping them, contribute to them, to their future, make an impact, make a contribution. So I think the fact that I'm in New Skin is enough, is really a blessing. So I don't think I'll be as happy as I am now. Imagine doing something for 18 years and at this late at night, and you're still excited after 18 years, and at 9:40 p.m. this must be an exhilarating ride, to say the least, right?
There must be something in New Skin, right?
Yeah. Oh.
That can bring this kind of joy to you. Very
it's like
good.
Disneyland, happiest place on earth.
That's true. I mean, that's one thing we found out, with New Skin, we're a bunch of very happy people.
Yeah.
Because all the whiners, might have quit already, should have quit already. I mean,
yeah.
Obvious.
That's good. That is really good. Okay. So this is really good. So I was going to ask you, have you been to Disneyland or Disney World?
Yeah. Disney World.
In the US, right?
Yeah. Japan as well.
Oh.
And Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hong Kong has Disney.
We've never been to the
Disney Paris.
Disney Paris. Oh.
See what New Skin did for you?
Yeah.
You've been to Disney, Paris, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. We've never been there. We're
the US.
Very envious. We've never been those Disneyland.
We've been to Disney World in Orlando. Many times because I used to work for airline, and we fly to Florida. Orlando. Yeah, took the kids. We were there like once a month. At least.
Yeah, for that matter, we've never been to Disneyland in California either.
Yes, we did.
Disneyland,
we were at New Skin.
But we didn't go on any of the rides and things.
Yeah, we didn't go on the rides. Okay.
Yeah.
We even for their breakfast there. Themed breakfast with the grandkids.
Yeah, well, when Goofy and then Donald Duck came to have breakfast with us, we brought our grandkids there, and then they went wild with those guys. But anyway, yeah, that's interesting because you get to see the world, isn't it? Didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is something that it won't be so easy if you were in a traditional business. Seriously,
have to work.
You'll be tied to your desk.
Oh,
it became my passport to see the world.
Yeah. Oh, there is a question here. Ask Daniel if he was able to ride a roller coaster.
Nope.
What happened?
I don't ride the theme park rides because I'm scared. I'm not afraid of heights. So I just walk around and eat ice cream.
You didn't ride the roller coaster, huh?
You don't have to. You could do the small world and all that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do the small world. I do the Dumbo. The Mad Hatter.
Dumbo's kind of a little bit height there.
Yeah, and but I don't do the crazy rides. That's not for me.
Space Mountain and all that.
No.
He actually, you lost your glasses. Something happened to you.
Yeah.
He was right behind me, sitting in the roller coaster. I loved it, and he doesn't like it.
No, what happened was once you get started, her head jerked back.
Oh, because
and hit here, and my glasses flew off
into the darkness.
Into the darkness. There's no way I could find them, so I came out.
Well, at least everything looks 3D now.
Oh, really? Oh.
Without glasses, everything looks 3D.
Okay. We should go back to Disney then.
Well, when
we have grandkids now, we can go. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ride with them. So.
Yeah, I could go ride with them.
I cannot take some of these fast spinning ones. They get dizzy.
So we have a question here. Someone is asking from the Q&A.
Yeah.
Should we answer them?
Sure. The first one is, what is the most commonly entry to youngster mindset? Start the business or you start with products?
Okay. I guess it's easier to start with products because young people have no aging concerns. But a lot of young kids want to have extra income, right? To be able to go out with friends, watch movies. When you're a kid, you want to drive the latest sports car, buy the newest cell phone. So it's an easier come on to be able to show them the business. Hey, you want some extra money? Because when you're in college, you have limited allowance, right? So I always tell my friends, like, what car would you like to drive? Let's say you're driving a Corolla. Would you like to upgrade to a Camry next year? So join my Nu Skin business. Or what phone do you have now? Must be an old phone. Do you want to upgrade to the newest Nokia phone? So, that's my usual come on. Like, hey, would you like to be in the beach next summer instead of just being stuck at home? So I'll show you a business that will be able to do that. So there, that's my answer to Irene Fu.
Irene is in Malaysia, so it's good. She's okay. The second question. Now they want to know, what is your daily routine? Okay,
my daily routine before, not now. Okay, because it's very different. I wake up very early because my family was very negative with the business. So I didn't want that negativity. So I would be out of the house when they're asleep. And I would be going home when they're sleeping already. So I don't have to deal with the negativity. And I would always put myself in a situation to work. So I would go to the Nu Skin office early to call people, to talk to people. And I would set a target daily. Like there would be a daily target. How many people I talk to, how many people I expose to the business presentation. And I would be meeting my downlines the whole day. I would not be wasting time because I wanted to have that mindset that I wanted to be sleeping that day, that I was the hardest working Nu Skin distributor for that day. that gave me peace. That, you know, I could sleep knowing that I was the hardest working Nu Skin distributor. So literally, I only slept when I had no one to talk to. And I didn't have an alarm clock because my goals were enough to wake me up. So I would usually be awake like 6 o'clock, and I'd be out of the house.
So how long what do your family do now? Do they accept you? Do they
now, yeah, because I mean, right now, my parents are they're extremely happy that I'm in Nu Skin, and they always ask me, how's Nu Skin during COVID? And I tell them it's doing great, and they can't believe it, right? So you know, and I think the biggest blessing in being able to do in being successful in Nu Skin is I was able to marry the person that I like, because in Chinese, I don't know if you're familiar with this. Are you familiar with Kai Shao? Do you know that term?
The introduction, like a matchmaking.
Yeah. Because my parents, they're kind of old fashioned, right? So you know, so of course, if you can't support yourself, you would have to do everything your parents tell you. And in Chinese culture, in Chinese Filipino culture, it's basically they tell you what to wear, what to drive, what time to wake up, what to eat, who to marry. So, but when you're successful, I mean, they can't do that anymore, right? So my initial target was to make $10,000. That was my initial target. Like when I signed that Nu Skin form, I wanted to make $10,000 a month, because that way I can buy my freedom. Like I wouldn't be compelled to work in the family business. They can't force me to do anything I didn't like to do, because I was able to support myself.
How long? So from the beginning, when your family was against you, may I ask, how long did it take for them to say, okay, now you could do whatever you want? When you hit the 10,000 or even less than that?
I think when I was around 30 years old, when I made my, when I became a Blue Diamond.
Oh, okay.
Well, now, do your parents now understand our business?
They understand, but you know, it's really hard for traditional Chinese people to understand network marketing. But I think it's the general acceptance that I got married. I was able to support myself and everything, and not because in traditional Chinese they usually give dowries, right, or something. My parents didn't give me anything, so I was able to spend for everything. So there.
Wow. Okay. I think there are more questions coming in now. Okay. So that was the daily routine. What is your daily routine now?
Now?
Yeah. Let's share.
Well, now the last 2 weeks I've been trying to talk to people. So it's like I wake up early. I send messages. Like I tried conversation starters in Facebook through stories. I did it for the last 2 weeks. I also tried to attend BOM in Europe, which is 4 a.m. in Manila time. But usually if I'm not really like doing the business, I'm just spending time with my wife, exercising, cooking lunch, because I'm a pretty good cook now. So I guess.
Okay. We'll have to try it out if we get invited.
And then, I think also before the pandemic, I'm able to help my family in our family business. Because I want to honor my parents. So they're kind of old already. So I told them that I would help them without being paid. But I told them that I will only work from 9 a.m. till 12 noon and I'm out because I'm going home because I'm not getting paid. I'm just helping you guys. So there.
Oh.
So I guess that's the biggest blessing of being able, becoming successful, being able to have lunch with them. And ironically, I'm the one doing Nu Skin, but I'm the one that spends the most time with them because I'm with them like every day for lunch. So out of all their kids. So I'm the only one present with them every day, helping them out. So there.
You have, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have one brother and two sisters.
Are they in the family business?
My brother is in government. He's in Congress. And then my other sister is, my two other sisters are in the family business. But the other one's married, taking care of my niece.
Taking care of their kids. Yeah, that's good.
So who's going to run the family business?
Parents are still young. They're younger than you. His parents are younger than you, I think. Right? How old are your parents?
My dad was born 1955.
Oh, he's a baby.
A young baby compared to me. Jeez.
I was born 1947. Okay. And he's born 1944. So we're old compared to your
Well,
parents.
we just realized the two of us combined, our age is 150.
Oh.
Yeah, he just told me that yesterday, and I says, I'm not that old. I guess it is.
150.
Yeah.
So we're ancient compared to you guys.
Yeah. Okay, more questions now. Okay, now we know your daily routine. So, anonymous attendee, Dane, you were studying in Artino when you started Nu Skin business, right? That's a question. That's a school you went, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I assume it wasn't easy. Can you name some challenges you faced and what made you decide to continue?
I think I think there are a lot of challenges. You're old, you're young, you're a student, you're a mom, you're a dad, you're a lawyer, you're an engineer. There are a lot of challenges, but I think the common denominator of being able to surpass all the challenges is fixing your eyes on your goal. Because if you know your goal and you are decided on what kind of life that you want, the challenges don't matter. The challenges are actually there to help you grow as a person. So you know that the challenges are there not to stop you. They're just there to mold you to the person that you need to become. And you just go through the challenges because, there's nothing you will do on this earth that is worth it that has no challenges anyways. Right? It's challenging to be a mother. It's challenging to start driving. Everything is a challenge. So it's really more about your goals being more powerful than your challenges.
Well said. I like that.
Very good. Very good. Gee, for a young kid.
I know. Okay, now. Okay. The question right now, the fourth one says, how do you start a new person today? From Teen Believe, yeah.
I think it depends from person to person, but I think exposing them to the business, number one, that this business is thriving during this pandemic. And now more than ever, home-based work from home is the way to go. Telling them the advantages of the Nu Skin business, being able to get paid at home is very important. And then exposing them to business opportunity meetings, exposing them to uplines, getting them to try the products, and then showing them why is it important to LOI? Why do you need to become a brand rep as soon as possible? And explaining to them that when you become a brand rep, the income becomes bigger. And once they become brand rep, you need to shift their mindset from becoming a brand rep to becoming a leader, because you need to tell them that if you want to get paid millions, you have to move from becoming a brand rep to a leader mindset, which is a brand rep is just selling products. A leader is a person that has 100 brand reps. So do you want to be a leader of leaders? So it's basically transitioning people from just one and moving them to having 50, 100 to 200 brand reps. So it's showing them the bigger picture. I think as uplines, that's your job, to always show them the bigger picture of what this business is capable of. Because if you're able to show them the bigger picture, then I don't see anybody who wouldn't want to be involved in our business, right? And that's the challenge, being able to show people the bigger picture of what the business can give them. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
I agree. It's always challenging that you have to plan for the next, what are you going to do next, you know, and then to be leader of the leader is true. I like that.
No.
I like that.
One thing is you gradually, you get there gradually, become a leader, leaders, you know, mostly you unknowingly assume that role once you start building an organization. You're head of the pack, essentially. So, you know, up to you to lead your group to become successful. And when your group becomes successful, you become successful automatically. You can't help it, right? I mean, you have a thriving group of BR, what do they call them now?
BRs, yes.
Yeah, brand rep. They change the names, you know. We're having a problems adjusting.
That's because you're old.
Excuse me. But no, I think over in Asia, they have a different name. Here, they use a different name.
No, we're the same. We have the same name.
BR, but from beyond that, it's not the same.
Oh, yeah. Gold, lapis.
Yeah, they don't use gold and lapis anymore. So
yeah,
that's what's confusing me.
Okay.
But only one name is important. $20 million. We all recognize that name.
Yeah.
COE4. No, okay. You cannot use 20 million anyway. So
nowadays, all the
COE4.
Yeah. But I think in Philippines really nice because you have the accelerator program, the 2,000 point, you could become an executive, right?
Yeah.
What do you call executive now?
I mean, BR.
Yeah. And beyond BR, we don't know.
We don't know all the naming convention yet. Ruby, I know. It's not called Ruby. I forgot what it's called. Okay.
Yeah, it's rather confusing. Anyway.
Okay. So anything else you wish to add? Maybe anybody else have questions?
Any more questions?
Yeah.
Well, earlier someone raised a hand. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What happens when they raise a hand? What does?
Hold on a second.
They want to say something or?
Attendee. Okay, there are two people who have hands up. I think they have questions they wanted to ask.
Roll down.
I don't know how to find them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yes. Oh.
I can't.
Zhen Li is asked as raise her hand. What do you want? Bring them up? No.
I think they.
You need to type. If you have your hands up, a question, please type in your question. And there is OPPO Renault 4. It's also a guest.
You also raise her.
She raised their hand too.
Yeah.
OR.
Anyway, all right. So I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
Is Lisa here?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Lisa
she's here. She's commenting.
Right. Let me bring Lisa up.
Okay, embarrass her by bringing her up.
Yeah. She might. It's late at night. She might be.
No,
are you
just bring her up.
More. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Promote to panelists.
Or at least you can talk.
Yeah.
Oh, one more.
We have another question here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you give 3 tips for the new people in the business? And if you have been in the business for a while.
Yeah, okay. Please answer.
So Team Believe, my consultation hours are every other Tuesday. So you have reached your quota. Just kidding. So I'm going to answer your question. So 3 tips when you're new in the business. Number 1, you have to be a 100% user of the products. You have to fall in love with the products. You have to fall in love with the business. Number 2, you have to attend all events. Make sure that you are plugged into your upline to attend all events. And then number 3, you have to be accountable to your mentor in the business. You have to be accountable in terms of your metrics in the business, like how many people you talk to, how many people you show the products, or how many people you expose to the business. So those are my 3 tips for beginners in the business. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's true. You have to be the user of product and be in love with it. At least be in love with some of the product so you could talk about it, because I know
you can share with others.
Yeah. I like the best is always the one I talk about. So we had Lisa on for a minute and then something happened. There you are. Hi, Lisa.
You have to unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello,
so
Pat.
The principal is here.
Why am I here?
The principal is here. You have to check up on your student.
The one with the yardstick is here, right?
No, I'm the fun one. I'm the fun one.
So this Team Believe also has another question. If you have been in the business for a while? I think one of the most dangerous concepts that most people that have been in the business for a while, they have this mindset that I know that already. And that is the most dangerous syndrome you can have, because when you assume that you know that already, it means that you don't want to grow, you don't want to improve yourself as a person. Every time your mentor says something, you are on auto mute, you are uncoachable already, you don't want to listen. So that word that I know that already, you assume that you know everything already, is the most dangerous thing. It's actually a death sentence in your business. Every time you see something, I know that already, I've been there already. It means that you already shut yourself for growth. And there's a saying in our business, the more you learn, the more you earn. The day you stop learning is the day you stop earning. So don't say that.
Agree.
Lisa, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. Well, this is the time you take out your whip, as a headmaster, and says, okay, Daniel. No, I'm kidding. But anyway.
Wait a minute. You have Daniel in your downline. Is Dennis in your downline too?
No. He's my upline. He's my sponsor. The one who brought me into the business, to whom I'm forever grateful for.
I see. I get you guys mixed up.
Yeah.
So the genealogy.
The line there.
Yeah. It's Sandy, Dennis, me, Daniel, and then Marlon.
Wow. So that's right. Marlon, is he the one?
Marlon and Penn.
Yeah, I know. They're the one that he LOI'd 11 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as an upline view.
I always kidnap him. I tell him, go to class. Let's just go to Nu Skin. Okay. He's very coachable.
Yeah.
Oh, very coachable. Okay.
I would drive by to his class and tell, what are you doing? You're not listening. Come on, let's get out. Let's go to Nu Skin.
So, that's right.
Oh, you're promoting absenteeism, huh?
No, because
I'm bringing him to the real MBA, which is the massive bank account.
Your professor will love you for that.
Yeah, but that is really good. Daniel, there's another question. There's number, let's see.
From John.
John Cole.
If my downline lazy at beginning, what should I do? Lazy to attend the meeting, not to start and use the product.
It's okay if they're lazy. The most important thing is you're not lazy. So I would look for hardworking people. It's hard to motivate people who are not self-motivated. I don't want to drag a person all the way to the finish line. I will just look for someone who is more motivated and self-initiating. But I think, after exposing him to the products, exposing him to the trainings, maybe you can try a goal setting session with him. Try to see if he sees or understands the bigger picture. But if not, I will just move on. Because a person who just joined and bought products is not a downline. He's just a customer. A person who attends training, invites people, moves in the business, that's what I count as an active downline. So not everybody who buys the product is an active downline. So there.
Great comments. Yeah, like I always maintain, you cannot motivate the unmotivatable.
Yeah, unmotivated.
We have questions in the chat.
Huh?
We have questions in the chat. So do you want me to help you look at them? So
okay.
So Oppo is asking, how can you overcome comfortable times at home during this pandemic? Well, for me, Mr. Oppo Reno 4, I don't think comfortable is good. There's a difference between being comfortable and living the best life possible. And being comfortable is actually very deadly because the comfort zone is the deadly zone. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. So if I were you, I would look at my goals, look at how I can improve the lives of people, because comfortable now doesn't mean comfortable in the future, right? You can be comfortable now and miserable the next year. So I would be more future thinking and forward thinking, and not just looking at my situation as being comfortable, because comfort doesn't get you anywhere.
But
yeah. Okay. Wow. There's another question here too. Let's see. Maybe both of you can help. I had this experience with a scientist here in Maryland yesterday, not open even to accept the technology of biophotonic scanner. How do you deal with this kind of people?
Well, for me, not everybody's going to be open to the idea of financial freedom. Not everybody is open to the idea of supplements. Not everybody's open to the idea of living healthy, eating right. So instead of talking more to less people, my practice is talking less to more people. I think it's better that way, because you can never say the wrong things to the right people, and you can never say the right things to the wrong people. So I will just move on and talk to people who are open versus trying to convince people. Because at the end of the day, I'm not being paid to convince people. I'm just here to show them that this is possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, headmistress, want to add to that?
Okay.
All I'm going to say is what he said.
Yeah. Okay. And there's another question Q&A, Daniel.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah. How do you motivate downlines so they can have their breakthrough? I think this is where personal excellence comes in. Because as an upline, your job is not just to tell them how it's done. It's to show them how it's done and show them that it's possible. So you have to lead by example, because you can't just motivate them by just talking, by lip service, and not doing anything. So you have to, an upline shows the way, knows the way, tells the way, shows the way. So nothing will motivate your downlines more than you yourself having your own personal breakthrough. So for me, at a very young age, it was very important for me to break the 6-figure mark in terms of earnings in peso. So for me, if I'm earning 100,000 pesos, which is roughly around 2,000 US, I want to show people that kids like me can earn 6-figure, that it is possible for 20 years old to earn 6-figure. So I was really determined. And because of that, a lot of my partners were motivated because of my own personal breakthrough. So I cannot emphasize personal excellence in this business is important. aside from attending trainings.
Okay, good. Good job. Oops.
What?
No, yeah. All right. So when, since Lisa is here, let me ask. So Lisa, first time when you were with Sandy, and then Daniel showed up as this young kid from college, what did you think? What was in your mind?
She was mesmerized.
No. Mesmerized.
No. She saw greatness at an instant.
I think the more memorable meeting for me with Daniel is when he came to the business presentation for the first time. He was in shorts and in his Air Jordans. He tried to intimidate me. And then he walked out in the middle of the compensation plan presentation, said he had to go home. But my impression of him was,
I'm teasing.
I was just about to write it. I just wrote him off. I just said, oh, he just came to just see what it was about. But he's probably not going to be back anyway. I mean, he left in the middle of the presentation. So yeah, I pretty much wrote him off. And then Sandy saw him in Green Hills. This is a shopping area here in the city. And, you know, Sandy loved shopping. Daniel loved shopping. So they met, they ran into each other. And then, so Sandy said, hey, so how are you doing? He did not even really try to recruit him back or get him interested again into the business. And I think that kind of insulted Daniel because he thought like, how come this guy is not even trying to get me into the business? And so that's what happened, right, Danes? And then Dennis gave Daniel the Wave 3 book, lent him the Wave 3 book. Am I right, Danes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because of that, he took a look at the business more seriously, then decided to do it.
Oh.
That's how it went.
No, but that's your point of view. Daniel,
yeah,
it's a little bit different.
I don't know. I mean, is my memory right, Danes? I just remember, I distinctly remember he was trying to be intimidating during the business presentation. That's all I remember. Yeah.
You were young, and you were also young, just starting. So yes.
Yes, I was young. I was like young.
You were young once.
I know. No, when
I'm the young one. You're young.
You know, my maiden last name is Young.
Oh yes, that's right.
That's right. So I'm always young, right?
That's right.
When I got intimidated by Vera, you know, I was scared to death.
Young once.
Young, yes. Wow. Okay.
So we have another question here.
What do you have to say to defend yourself, Daniel?
Well, initially, I thought the business was good, but I was really skeptic with network marketing. And when I met Sandy the second time, I was really pleasantly surprised that he did not convince me. So I thought at the back of my mind, hey, you know, this guy is not convincing me. He thinks I'm not good for the business. I mean, that's an insult. Like, I better call him and tell him that I want to do Nu Skin. So, because when during the business presentation, you would want to try the product. So the initial product purchase kit was around 250 US. So I thought, hey, you know, maybe Sandy thinks I don't have 250 US right now. That's why he doesn't want to talk to me. So I'm going to show him I have 250 US right now. So I joined.
Well, she's shocked then.
This is good. This is really good story, this part.
There are more questions now. See what happens?
Okay,
a lot more questions.
A lot more questions.
Can you see them, Daniel?
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, so why don't you repeat?
Now, somebody wants the 3 books that you have read. That's from Monica Lam.
The title is Wave 3. So I typed it in the chat. The title of the book is Wave 3. A New Era in Network Marketing by Richard Poe. So it's a book by this investigative journalist in the US who was kind of, you know, trying to debunk the network marketing industry. And that book is like the result of his investigation of the industry. So very informative. It's like a crash course into understanding what the industry is about. It explains the compensation plans, a lot of success stories in there as well. So very inspiring and very informative. So we give this to our follow-ups. We give this to all the new partners. So it's kind of like a way for them to quickly study what network marketing is about. It's an old book. I think it's already out of print, Monica, but I think I have the PDF copy if you want it. So I can send it to you, Monica.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Monica, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Who doesn't know Monica?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So anonymous attendee. I set example. I grew, but some downlines, they were
stagnant.
Okay. Dropped. Became BR, dropped, repeatedly, and tips.
Any tips?
Any tips?
What they should do, or what can I do to help?
You know what? People quitting are normal. The most important thing is you don't quit on your own business. Everybody can quit except you. Right? So don't quit on your own dreams. And I think, you know, people dropping out is normal. People drop out of school, people drop out of marriages, people drop out of contests, everything, right? So the most important thing is Nu Skin is not a race. It's a marathon. So you just want to, you know, like a horse, you know, put your blinders on and just don't look sideways. Don't look backwards. Just keep your eyes moving forward towards the prize. And your problem has been my problem, but the most important thing is I didn't quit. I don't remember the people who quit. I just remember the people who stayed. So I have a short-term memory. I forget all the people who said no and quit.
Well, to add to that, you know, let me get our turtle.
Oh, okay. So, you know, we are in Maryland and both of us graduated from University of Maryland. And do you know what is a mascot for University of Maryland?
Maryland Terrapins.
Yes. So Pat's getting the Terrapins.
Oh, okay.
Maryland Terrapins.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
One thing you notice about the turtle is it may be slow, but it's always moving forward.
You had the video of that turtle. That was
but you can hardly see it.
Yeah, a few days ago we saw behind our house there's a little pond, right? Yes. And the turtle came through the bushes and it was crawling. It looks like a little blob. And I told Pat, what is that, a possum, whatever? It turned out it was a turtle.
It's a blob that moved rather slowly.
Very slow. So it took a long time. So we had to break the video to 3 parts.
Wow.
We got to the water.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Well, that's very,
wow.
Very interesting.
This is so fun.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay. It is already 10:22. It's now over an hour.
Yes.
Wow.
We have another question here. Where do you put your focus? Building partners or customers? Okay. So it's like rowing a boat. You row with 2 oars. It has to be building your business and looking for customers. So you can't just do one because you'll be going in circles.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Good.
Because I think he just answered that.
Yeah, I know. Okay, great.
Wish when you just started. So they have another question here. When you just started, did your family approve of your decision? No. As a matter of fact, I could not sell to any of my relatives, all my dad's friends, because he told me if I were to sell to his friends, it would be his business, not my business anymore. So that handicap was good because, you know, there's a saying, if you're hungry, you will learn how to look for food. If you are full, then you'll be lazy. So that hunger of looking trained my mind to think of ways on how I can look for clients and talk to people. So I think that idea of training myself to be looking out for prospects, looking out for customers was good training in building my Nu Skin business.
Excellent answer. That's good.
Yeah. One more?
No, that's it. Yeah, excellent.
Question. I mean, yeah, Q&A. No more? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
There's one, 13. Now the Q&A has one more question now.
I meant a BR drop and they kept trying.
But didn't succeed. A 10 talk per result was slow.
Look for other BRs. Your business cannot depend on one person. It's like telling me you have a restaurant and you're depending on one customer. So if that customer got COVID and can't go out for 2 weeks, you're going to close down? Of course not, right? So you have to look for more customers. Remember, this is a business. You're running a business. You're not running an orphanage. You're also not running a charity. This is a business first and foremost. So you have to go out and talk to people, right? I have never seen a business that depends on one person. And when you depend on one person, you lose posture. You lose your credibility because you're only talking to one person or a few people. I realized the more people I talk to, the more downlines I have, the more powerful I become. And the more they believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on the other hand, there's Marlon, right? That LOI 10 times?
11.
11 times. He didn't quit.
But I didn't wait for him. I had other legs growing while he was LOIing. I had other legs growing. I didn't wait for him, to be honest.
That's true. You can't. You can't.
Yeah, you cannot. Yeah.
If I may add to what Daniel said, yeah, he did not wait on Marlon, but he really built the relationship with him. So he was, he was there to encourage him and just make sure he stayed plugged into the events, and he just built the relationship. So that's one of the reasons why Marlon stayed as well, because the relationship was there, and he just allowed Marlon to get into the business, learn the business on his own and grow into it. But at the same time, he was building other legs so that Marlon could really see everyone was growing. So it pushed him to grow himself. So, yeah.
Good.
I love it. I love today's interview.
I don't even know why I'm here.
I
don't even know why I got dragged in here.
Well, you are the upline.
Yeah, you're the upline.
It's just with Daniel.
Yeah.
Why don't we interview Liza? A special.
I have to go.
For all the 181 attendees, you're in for a treat. Because you know what? Limited time offer. When you log on now, you get a free interview with Liza. So ain't that a treat? Right? So you get an extended...
Let us end this interview now.
Extended bonus Snyder Cut. Extended director's cut interview with Liza for free. If you sign up, you get a free interview. What a treat.
Yeah. And
you know what? Can you mute
you
Daniel?
Guys are so lucky.
That's right. They're lucky. Even with the wrong Zoom number.
Yeah.
You know, Pat, the attendees today are so lucky because they get 2 for the price of 1. How lucky can you get?
Yeah.
Liza's here. So we're going to fire in the questions.
Yeah.
We have to go. We have to go. It's over an hour.
Yeah, it is true. It's over an hour. So, but it's fun. If anybody has any more questions for Lisa and Daniel.
Yeah, you should ask Liza. You know, Lisa's just warming up. Lisa's just warming up. So
starting.
We are not schoolmates because you can see the age difference. So we are definitely not schoolmates.
Yes,
Smart.
Daniel is older than me. Daniel is older than me. Yes.
We're going to remove you in the Zoom because you asked the wrong question. She's good enough to be my teacher. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is true. Somebody asked a question. It is true. After we finish this, the Zoom will download.
Yes, it's recorded.
It's recorded, and then we'll put it out into YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's so many questions now about Lisa. Lisa, what's your story? So there we go.
You have to attend the 5-day challenge of Pat and Marguerite because I share there.
Best advice by Lisa. So you know what? You're in for a treat. Looks like we're gonna have an extension with Lisa. Ooh.
Okay.
I have unlimited time, okay, you guys.
Yeah.
Maybe Lisa can take over while we're gone.
Stop it.
You know, people here are in for a treat.
Mm-hmm. This is fun. I love this question and answer. I love your answers. It is true. You have to go on. You yourself have to go to continue. Doesn't matter people around you, they're doing or not, but you have to go forward.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we have exhausted the questions.
Yes. All right.
So, okay, I'll let you guys go to sleep. Yeah. It's late.
We're good.
It's now, right? Especially Lisa's a mom. She has to take care of her.
No, it's okay. I made arrangements so that I can be here to support Daniel.
She's so ready. Ooh. She's like implying.
She's ready. Okay, guys. Start asking questions.
She's implying that she wants an extended director's cut.
Oh my gosh, this is too much.
So you know what? I'm gonna log out. Lisa will take over.
Yeah. You know what we can do? We can stop recording now, and then we can ask that people can ask very sensitive questions that will not be recorded. How about that?
All right, let me turn
Daniel
off.
is so obnoxious. Like Daniel is so obnoxious, is all I'm saying.
We'll say goodbye for the time being. Okay, now hold on. Don't go away yet.
Yeah, don't go away. We're gonna stop